What's up, you guys? It's me back with another video. I just finished watching the Nintendo Direct for 2015. Nintendo, man. I'm pretty excited for Nintendo this year. Like, right off the bat, first thing they showed was the new Fire Emblem. And that, I'm like, yeah, that shit looks sick. It kind of looks like the last one, Awakening, which I haven't played either. I haven't really gotten too much into the Fire Emblem games because they're too fucking expensive. But I think I'm going to get into those because, you know, this I already announced in my last video. This year is the Genesis year for me, or RPG. So I'm going to start picking up some RPGs as well. I already started. Then after that, it was the Puzzles and Dragons Z. It's kind of like a Bejeweled, like, RPG. Like, it looks like Bejeweled, but it has RPG elements. Like, you use the little Bejewels, you match the little things, the little jewelry things, and like attacks like the enemies above. And then it has the same thing for the Puzzle and Dragon Z Mario Edition. Like the hands there. Part of that was pretty cool. Pokemon Shuffle, wasn't too interested in that. And then they announced they're having downloadable Wii games for the Wii U. If you don't have the physical game and you want to just download, digital downloads. If you're that kind of person that prefers digital downloaded stuff, they have digital downloaded stuff that's coming for the Wii U. That's Wii, original Wii software downloadable on the Wii U. So that's good for people that like digital downloaded games. Then they announced, the new Kirby game. That was pretty cool. I haven't played Kirby since Kirby's Dream Land 2 on the Game Boy, so I haven't really been into that. They announced new amiibos. I think it was like Robin, Lucaria, and a couple others. I wasn't paying attention. I wasn't really paying attention to the amiibos like that until later on when they announced, how many games that the amiibos are compatible for. And I'm like, that's pretty sick. I'm gonna have to get some amiibos. Splatoon, that looked pretty good. It was a little shooter. I think I might look into getting that. I think it comes out like next month. And then, what really got me into it was they showed Xenoblade Chronicles X. Xenoblade Chronicles X. Whew, I don't know how I got that wrong. That game looks so sick. Like, I'm about to start playing Xenoblade Chronicles first to get that complete before that comes out, because that game looks awesome, man. I've been excited for RPG on the Wii for a while. Well, Nintendo RPG period for a long time. Other than Xenoblade Chronicles. Other than that, not too much. But between that, Fire Emblem, and then they announced a couple others. After that, another one that caught was Project Treasure. It's kind of like an indie game. It's downloadable only on like the Wii U. It's like freeware. It's like free to play, but I think it's probably have think you got to purchase it within the game, probably. But it sounds interesting. They didn't show too much on it, but the concept seems pretty cool. So we'll see what happens with that later on. Citizens of Earth. That it looks like a Earthbound in a way, like Earthbound style. It's like another RPG that they announced. It looks Earthboundish. I like Earthbound. I like RPGs. So this kind of is like another take on Earthbound. Not another take, but it looks Earthbound-ish, like Earthboundy style. So that looks pretty cool. I think it was produced by Atlas. Atlas was pretty strong in this one. Atlas had a couple games in here. And then they had, the Sega 3 stuff that they announced in here. A lot of old Sega games they're going to be putting on the Wii. No, I think the 3DS, I'm lying. 3DS, they're going to be like older, like Outrun, shit like that. That was on the Sega back in the day. They're going to make it available for the 3DS. That'd be pretty neat. I already have all that shit on my Genesis anyway, so to me that wasn't really a big deal, but people that, you know, they don't collect or shit like that, that it might be interesting for them. Then they made Story of Seasons. It kind of looks like what's the name of that damn game? Harvest Moon. It kind of reminds me like a Harvest Moon game. I think it's pretty much the same thing, like a simulator, farms life simulator. That was alright. But Fossil Fighters Frontier looks interesting. It's kind of like a Pokemon Stadium. It looked like to me with dinosaurs, man. Like with dinosaurs. I don't know. I know when I worked at Walmart back in the day, that was a pretty popular game, the older ones. So I don't know, that we'll see. But the game that made me excited for the amiibos, that made me like, hey, I need to get some amiibos, is Codename Steam. It's kind of like a shooter game and shit like that. But what they showed was you could actually use your amiibos like Marth, Marth and Ike. I'm sorry. You could put them in there and you add them to your team, and you could, because it's kind of like a shooter, but you can use Marth and Ike, and you know, use them with their attacks and shit like that. And what's funny with that, they kind of use the Fire Emblem ways incorporated into it. Like if you have Marth and he dies in the middle of a mission, you can't use him again. You can't put him back into the game until you finish that mission. Like you can't revive him at a checkpoint, something like that. He's done until the mission's over. You know, use him again for the next mission. So that looks pretty hot. And then he has like their weapons and their special attacks and shit. And I was like, yeah, that's pretty exciting. And they also announced, which is pretty exciting for people that, you know, couldn't find certain amiibos that they were sold out. Later this year, they're gonna have the amiibos that were already re-released here later. So if you got ripped off for one of those amiibos later last year, and they announced that, you're probably gonna be pretty pissed, or paying one of those, you know, those crazy amounts for that. So that, you know, Nintendo, they're pretty strong. They came out pretty strong this year. I'm actually pretty happy. 3DS, man, the 3DS, god damn, that was most of the announcements is for the 3DS, like the Fire Emblem and stuff. So, you know, they're looking pretty good. So I'm kind of happy to, you know, be a Nintendo owner right now. But I'll tell you one thing, it's not like Xbox is not looking too good for you guys right now. I got an Xbox One, and it's like, shit, man, I don't have a 3DS. Like, they announced a new 3DS, but you know, you got the little C stick, and it's bigger, and it's faster processor, and the downloads are better. And I'm like, hey, if Xbox don't start doing some shit soon, man, I'm gonna have to trade in my Xbox One to get me a new 3DS. Cause this shit, man, wow. Nintendo, they're looking pretty good. PlayStation look pretty good too, you know, but Xbox, man, god damn. You guys gotta step it up. I don't know. I don't even know why I'm even talking about X. It's supposed to be Xbox. This is Nintendo. But, you know, that's it. I just want to talk about that, man. I got another video I'm actually going to make probably tomorrow and upload it. It's called my little eBay horror story. I was going to make a video about my Genesis collection for this year, beginning of this year. But I was actually waiting to get these couple games in that I ordered. Well, I kind of got scammed out on some money on eBay, so I'm getting that. I got some of my money back. I'm waiting for my other claim to get closed to get some of that back. But I'm gonna talk about that later, and also upload my Genesis collection for 2014. I'm gonna do a comparison of the beginning of this year, 2014, it's 2015. Genesis video 2015, the beginning, and I'll make another video at the end comparing what I've done. I might just do a whole just Sega collection, period, and just compare the beginning of this year to last year, just everything Sega. And I just wanted to make that, you know, add that in. But that's it for this video, man. This shit was way too long. I'll be back later. I'll probably be back with another video tomorrow about the eBay stuff. But I'm out, man. Peace.